Welcome to my channel. Happy Baud Day. I'm here with Mark LeAir and we're sporting our Happy Baud Day shirts. There you go.
That's the QR code. You can click on it. It'll take you to the Baud Day website. Don't worry, it's not Target on your back. It's
not a Target.
It's not Target on your back.
All right, so we got everything hooked up. We've got my Atari 800 XL hooked up to the Super Modem and the Atari 850 interface, and then I've ran the phone line over here to my router. Everything's hooked up. So that being said, Mark, take it away.
Yep, so this is a truly old school experience right here on Baud Day, which is March 12th, 2024, or 3/12/24, that's on the shirt. That represents an abbreviation that SysOps used back in the day for the baud rates. So 300, 1200, 2400 baud that was supported on BBSs back in the 80s and early 90s was 312/24 is what we would write it as. And now if you're in Europe or somewhere outside the United States that has a different date format, you're going to celebrate your Baud Day on December 3rd, 2024. So guess what? We have two Baud Days this year. Celebrate them both. In the United States, we get it first, March 12th, 2024. Celebrating modems and baud rates.
All right, you ready to dial?
So this is my board, and we're going to dial on the plain old telephone system right now. And let's hope we don't get a busy signal.
Yeah, we might. It's dialing.
Oh, it is dialing, okay.
You'll know right away if it get a busy signal. I think we're going to have good luck, though. We've got Baud Day music playing in the background.
That's right, official Baud Day music at my channel, and it's all music related to modems and so forth. Yep, we're on. Okay, get through the gateway here. There we go. Now we're on. It says you're locked onto the basement BBS. Don't touch that dial.
Don't touch
so
that
we're
dial.
gonna log in, and we are actually in at a Tasky, which is Atari's own translation. Aiming for protection. Perfection, not protection. Well, although you could use that for protection, I guess. And
I hadn't seen that gun before. Is that new?
It's all random. These are random screens, so you get a different screen each time you logged in.
It's my Baud Day, and I'll cry if I want to.
Okay, there you go. Well, yeah. Here's just some quick news. We'll skip over that.
Dial up in 2024.
Yeah. So Atari 8 guy was the last guy who logged in, and
do you know who that is?
He's some guy in Canada. But
oh, okay.
I was told that Canadians all they kind of go back and forth on date formats, so they're celebrating Baud Day today with us. You know, although they sometimes go back to the other European style date format as well. So anyway, it's all good. North America, you know, Baud Day today.
Does the Australians' baud rate run backwards? Like their toilets? I'm kidding.
Or yeah. So for those who are familiar with the movie Office Space, there's a lot of Office Space references on the board. So here's something where you can check out Tom Smykowski's $1 Million Deal. And if you remember, that was a jump to conclusions mat, and so we actually have that on the board as well, where you can jump to conclusions like you know, the baud abides on Baud Day, and when you jump, it says loose one turn. That was actually in the movie. It was funny. It was actually misspelled, and here we go. Will this be a Baud Day for me? And the conclusion is no. Unfortunately, he jumped on the no mat. So, you know, we have this joke that running joke where the mat doesn't lie. Hey, Baud, where are you going with that modem in your hand? If you're familiar with Jimi Hendrix, Hey Joe, that's the reference, and the mat does like that. So anyway, we'll skip over.
We've got Baud jokes.
Yep, lots and lots of Happy Baud Day. Okay.
What can you show us that's cool? Is there any news feeds on here? Or anything?
Oh yeah. Let's see. Yeah, we're still trying to log in here. Showing the message bases. So lots of message bases. So. Let's not worry about that. Okay, so then here we go. That's my stepdad's bulletin board system here. Call part-time. I resurrected the basement in 2017. It was actually on July 4th, 2017. It used to run from 1986 to 1998. Then it went down, and then I resurrected it. Actually resurrected from old floppy disks. So there's a lot of the original content on this board. And then later that year in 2017, I resurrected my stepdad's bulletin board part-time. These boards are originally in the Cleveland area, and part-time was the longest running Atari 8-bit board in the Cleveland 216 area code. It ran from 1985 to 2000.
Drew Carey ever dial you up?
No Drew Carey, no. And so here's our main menu. So you notice the ASCII art there.
Yeah. And
I'll show you something really cool here.
Now this is running on your Mio at home, right?
No, actually, this is actually on an emulator. Believe it or not. So unfortunately, Atari hardware is very expensive now, and it's not as plentiful. So I like to keep my Atari hardware for my own personal use, rather than just have it running and burning up for 24/7. So I do run my board on an emulator now, but this is. With BBSs, it's all about the content, right? Mm-hmm. So this is the original content from the board.
That's awesome.
Interesting enough, whenever I make changes to the board, I actually do use real hardware for that. So
that's cool.
I do load the board on real hardware, and when I want to make changes. So there's this one of the old basement mascot was called the Basement Cat, and here's a little slideshow about the Basement Cat that someone named. Well, whoever the psycho guy is, Phil Shepley is his real name. So shout out to Phil. In 1988, he did this. So this is talking about the Basement Cat, and this is all in a ASCII, and it says, for the past one or two title screens, you've probably been wondering, who is the Basement Cat? A product of Captain Psycho's insane mind? Actually, no. Captain Psycho, that was his handle back then. The Basement Cat is little kitty who lives in the LeAir's basement, along with the legendary WL's basement bulletin board system. That's the old name of the board. The two initials were me and the old Costas up. But you can see the cat there with the computer in the basement there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the LeAirs. Mark, AJ, Sue, and family own the board. Not to mention the Basement Cat. So that's myself, my mom, my sister. And a few months ago, you might have called the board to find someone tapping away at the screens on the other side of this. Tapping away at the keys on the other side of the screen. This was the Basement Cat at work, unless Mark was having some fun. So our cat was known to get up on the keyboard, because cats love the warm computer hardware and so forth. So the cat would get up on the keyboard, and this would happen sometimes when people were online. And so, of course, when the Basement Cat pressed the escape key, the board fatally went down. At last, the LeAirs decided that enough was enough and cleverly made a cover for the keyboard. So we made this. It actually was just a box, and the cat would sure enough would sit on the box. Mm-hmm. So we no longer had to worry about. And actually, the escape key didn't really bring the board down. What it did is it went into chat mode, and so we actually had a user who was online, and the cat hit the escape key. Held down one of the keys, so he just got like the letter D across the screen or something, and he got mad. He blamed me. I think to this day he thinks I'm the one that did it, even though I tried to explain to him that it was the cat, but he's probably thinking lame excuse, right? Okay, so anyway, that's about wraps it up for the Basement Cat story, and I'll just skip over this real quick. You can see the rest of this if you call the board, and currently the board you can dial into it. We'll leave the information at the bottom of the video.
Yep.
And so that's I think that's pretty much it. Just call the basement. It's the legendary basement. Love to have you. Happy Baud Day, everyone.
What's the phone number?
503-245-5416. And you could also get in through Telnet at basement.ddns.net, port 9000. We'll put all that in the.
We'll put it in the description. All right. Happy Baud Day.
Happy Baud Day. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.